Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to Blue Heinz Garage. Today is Thursday, the 23rd of March. We're gonna be doing some moving activities today, I think. So what we're gonna do next is put that guy up here. In other words, trade places. I'm not sure this will fit where the time machine will fit where that is. I think the time machine is longer. So what we may end up doing is putting the Model A on the lift and letting the 57 live underneath it unless we're working on the Model A. Then we just roll it out. Again, assuming that it's dry outside. And we're heading into spring, so that's going to be the case more than not at some point. But anyway, today what I want to do, I'm going to try and do. You see all the clutch linkage parts over here on the Model A. I think I can reassemble that. I helped build it, so if my memory is worth anything, I should be able to reassemble it and put it back on the car. So when this goes down on the ground, we don't have to try and crawl around underneath it and jack it up and all that other good stuff. So, and maybe I'm going to put the Model A on dollies, get it back down where it's rollable, movable. I'll put you on the stand so you can see some of this as it happens. Maybe I'll do some time lapse or whatever. So talk to you later. Thanks. Bye. Okay, well, I got them both on the ground. Got that clutch linkage back together. And I got them both on the ground. This one's on dollies, so I can twist it around and whatever else without having to drag it out and turn it in the driveway. And this was just on its tires. And you know what? I totally forgot to set up the camera to tape any of that activity. Okay, let's give this a shot and see how it works. So far, so good. Very controllable. Okay, what do you see in here? That's pretty good. Well, the car is out of the garage, so now I should be able to wiggle the Model A over there under, or where the lift is going to catch it. As I recall, last time I had this up in here, it's very specific where the lift needs to mate up with that chassis. So I got to go deal with all of that now. I got to get the arms adjusted just right. That made some special... when I first got the garage and put the lift here and had the Model A up there for the first time, the chassis on the Model A is way up higher than the running boards and other stuff that hangs down on both sides of it. So it's difficult to get the arms to engage the frame. I made some special brackets and they locate quite There's no play in it. They're quite definitive where they attach to the chassis. So I'm going to go play with that now. Okay, let's see what I need to do in order to get the lift to pick this up.
Okay, gotta come back a little more. The arm won't go out that far.
Okay, here's the brackets I made. So this goes under the 4-bar mount and goes in that goes on the arm of the lift. So it's very captured when it's there, very stable. And those 4 bars hang down below the chassis, so they're easy to, like I said, they're pretty low. I need to raise the truck in order to do this. Okay, let's do that. Let's raise the truck. They're too low. I wonder, did I make them so they go right in the arms? Yes, I did. Not back far enough yet. The arm's all the way extended and it won't reach. Maybe that's why the arm won't reach. The truck isn't in the middle, I don't think. That's about 20 inches. That's 14. So I gotta go over 3 inches. Okay, I need these on the back and not on the front. The front's too low, but the back is higher, so the arm is almost going to hit the running board here. Just under that height limit up there, just under it. It didn't move it, but boy is it close. Okay, well there it is. There he is. There's old Hank, 6 feet off the ground. I don't know what you're seeing. You ain't seeing much, are you? Okay, let's see how that works. Should be able to spin this thing around now, because in order for it to work the best for us for access around it, it needs to go end for end. It needs to spin around so it's facing in the garage, not out the garage. So let's give that a shot. And I think what I'll do is I'll move you guys too. Let's try that. I think that'll be better. All right, let's give that a shot. Go on. I think this one's a bit heavier than the Model A. I know I'm going to catch hell about this being here because the Model A motor being here because it's serves no purpose. It was just a fun project to put together. Probably should move it over to the storage garage. But that's going to take more than just me. Okay. That's set now. So that's set now, so we can build the exhaust for old Hank. We have, oh, I can't show you. I thought that door was open. We have a 20-foot stick of 2-inch tubing in that other garage up against the sidewall there. That was a good place to store it since it's 20 feet long. But this will work. You see, we have adequate space, more than adequate space to get around here, to get to our bins, all our hardware, and the shelves. There's what the trunk looks like. You guys haven't seen this, I don't think, since we cut it open. You see that piece of tubing there? That's the cross member. And the two flat rectangular tubes are the upper supports for the gas tank. You saw that from the bottom before. You haven't seen it from the top. So we had to cut out the floor to do that. Obviously, the floor is going to get, the sheet metal is going to get modified. The patch that we cut out is on the floor inside the car. And you can see the bottom of this thing now too, since it's up in the air. The aluminum pan, I think, no, I don't have an aluminum pan on the motor that's in the stand, the motor that's going in here. And I do not believe, until I have to change the pan, if that one leaks or something, I'll put this on that motor. Until then, I'm not going to change the pan. But here's what the bottom of old Henry looks like. See, I've added a tubular cross member in here because these Model A frames between the front and the back have no cross member. They use the motor itself as a cross member on a Model A. So I added the tubular cross member here. It's got the drop piece for the rear transmission mount. You see it's got a drive shaft already and a drive shaft loop or hoop, whatever you want to call it. There's the e-brake cable assembly I was working on when I first brought it over here to this garage. You see now there's two cables pulling from the cab, from the big handle. There's that cross member. I'll turn around and show you from the other way. There's that cross member that we modified. Came straight back with it. It used to go around the back of the pumpkin, and we came straight back with it. Made a lot more, gave it a lot more length coming back, and we put the other supports for the bed up there. And there's the rolled rear pan that I just did, just finished. So that's what this one looks like from the bottom. You see here's a transmission cooler. The saddle tanks that go underneath the running splash aprons. There's one, there's the other one. There's that hardware for the e-brake. See the cross shaft up there? Goes across the chassis. That arm there with the two cables is what you actuate when you pull the handle, which then pulls the cables that go back to the wheels. So it literally is a cross shaft. Okay. It's a similar idea to how the Model A mechanical brakes were set up. There's a master cylinder. It's a dual master cylinder. No booster. Oil filter with, you know, a spin-on adapter. TH350 transmission with a I think this one's a low car shifter, if I remember right. 4 bars on the front. There's those brackets I was showing you for lifting the let's get where so you're not looking at the sun. There's those brackets I was showing you for lifting the chassis. See how they engage in the 4-bar mount. Okay. And in the back they do the same thing right there. Because you see here the frame, see where the frame is? It's way in the hell up there compared to everything else. The tanks, the 4 bars, all that stuff hangs down 8-10 inches, 8 inches minimum below the frame. So it's tough to pick this one up. I think what I might do is use the pad that comes with those pads that come with the lift. If I don't want to use this, it would make it this. You gotta get it in exactly the right spot. If I put the pad on the flat pad, I could pick. If I put the pad on the arm on the tiny like a pipe coupling, and then the pad, I could pick up the chassis with the pad underneath the 4-bar. Especially after it's finished, painted and everything. I don't know if I want to use this because this will scratch the finish. So I think I might use the pads. That would make it not so critical. The alignment of the arm to the chassis, not so critical. So again, we're going to run exhaust down through here. This one's going to be way easier than the 57, I think, other than there is see, this is the only space we have for the mufflers. And those big mufflers like Scott used would not fit in here. They're too long. But the little ones that we did on the test stand recently will fit in here pretty nice. They'll start here somewhere and go back in this space. There's see that tubing? That's the fillers for the gas tank that we kept telling you about. Coming out of the saddle tank and going up through the bed floor. There's one. There's the other one with the V groove, with the V clamp. To clamp the pipe in the bed to the pipe below the bed. So anyway, that's it. I'm what do you call, rambling. So that's all for now. We'll talk to you again later when there's more to show you. Hopefully when we start running some exhaust pipe. Okay? So thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.